Hello. This was 5 years ago, December 16th, 2020. The post on Bukayo Saka's page. Arsenal fans, you deserve more. That season, that was a draw against Southampton 1-1. Aubameyang equalizer last minute. That season we went on to draw. This last season we went on to finished eighth in the Premier League. City first, United second, Liverpool third. We finished eighth. 5 years on, where are we? We go back to that time. Emery got sacked. Ateta got employed. We were rock bottom of the Premier League. The bottom of the Premier League. Over 5 years, we are now back in the conversation of best in the world. No trophies, by the way. No trophies. Best in the world. There's a reason why that is, and the reason why rival fans banter us because they know we can go on to win great things. Now, what's the essence of that monologue? The essence of that monologue is to tell us that seasons aren't defined on what happens in December. They aren't defined by what happened in January. They aren't decided by what happened in February. They're decided by what happens throughout the season. Not one game, not one result, not one performance. It's decided by what you do over the period of those times. So you don't expect me to come off the back of a 18 game unbeaten run and start criticizing a team that has gone on an 18 game unbeaten run with just their second loss in all competitions after facing the likes of Bayern, Atletico Madrid, Manchester City. You don't expect me to come here and insult my club or my manager. Where do I start? Where do I start? It was an interesting game. We'll break down the game. But there are some narratives that I want to share my opinion on. And opinions will always be opinions. It doesn't really matter if I say this or that. It's my opinion. Anything else, don't I can't change my mind. We lost to Aston Villa 2-1. What happened in that game? What defined that game for me was my expectations are severely low. You see, until we can get Saliba and Gabriel back, my expectations going into every game will be lower than it was previously. Not because I don't believe in squad depth. The first thing I want to address is talking about squad. Now, some Arsenal fans are desperately looking to shut rival fans up, and then you are not trying to look at the realism of the situation. We're in an injury crisis, whether you like it or not. Now, my own side of it is that all the thing that we're doing when we said no to Madueke petition, why can't we do it now that we actually need it? I always spoke on that situation on how embarrassed I was to be an Arsenal fan then. Why can't we have a petition now to get an inquisition into the physios, the recovery, the rehab of every single player, each injury? Why can't we get the petition for that? But if it was to say no to Madueke, we'll get that petition, no? Why can't we get that petition first of all? Why can't we say that, oh, we Arsenal fans, we need to know what's going on with our players. We need to know what's going on with our. We need to know this system because I don't know why a player will go down injured. We will not know what happened to either player. All of a sudden, we're hearing 6 weeks to 8 weeks. Hmm? What? Why can't we? What? Like, why? We need All the petitions that we're doing when we signed Madueke, that everybody was saying no to Madueke, we need them now for an inquisition into the medical team, into the recovery of these players. We need a petition to the club as fans. We deserve, we have a right. You can't go through injury crisis after the squad that you've had. I'm sorry, you say okay, squad depth. Arsenal fans, squad depth is exactly what it is. Squad depth. You can have squad depth and still be losing. Look at the likes of Liverpool. Don't they have their own squad depth? Are they winning matches? They drew to Leeds 3-3 this evening. Are they winning matches with their own squad depth? With the likes of the guys of Isak and Ekitike. Are they winning matches? But our own depth, injured. Look, you can say Inkapi is good. You can say Mosquera is good. You can say Timber is good. But this is our third makeshift no, this is our fourth makeshift centre back partnership. Partnership, by the way, of the season. Fourth. We're in an injury crisis, whether we like it or not, Arsenal fans. Now, this is where less of squad depth comes into the play. This is where tactical brilliance comes into play. Look, in a title charging season, you cannot build a partnership, a centre back partnership, or a centre back pairing. This is something that happens over a period of seasons, and we've seen it. Let me pull up the facts and figures if you don't believe me. If you don't believe me, let me bring up the facts and figures. Do you want the facts and figures? Now let me tell you the facts and figures. William Saliba came back from loan. Is this San Etienne? I don't know. Or Marseille. I can't remember which club. We said now we need a centre back partnership of Saliba Gabriel. That is what we're investing in. That is what we're investing in. We remember the first seasons with Gabriel. We remember 2020 season. We remember 21 season. We said let us build a partnership now. How many goals did they concede in their first season, 22-23, are playing as a partnership? Sorry. Ooh, look, visit Rwanda. Anyways, as I was saying, focus. No, okay. As I was saying, in our first season of building a team, we have to go on this camera for a while. But where was I? What was I saying? Oh my god, I've forgotten what I was saying. I think I was talking about. Anyways, let me just pick up from where I want to continue. I was talking about um where we need to be. Or I was talking. No, I wanted to address some things that I saw online. Some agendas that I saw online. Now that going into that game. Okay, now I was talking about Saliba and Gabriel. I think I'll get a new camera or something because this camera is not. I don't know what's wrong with my camera. But anyways, I think I should be sorted. I don't even know what's going on. Allow me, calm. Mike. Okay, it's gonna be one long ass. Let's probably edit it. But anyways, as I was saying, um, where did I stop? Okay. You look at the stats when Saliba and Gabriel started playing together. The first season we considered 43 goals. Most of those goals came after Saliba got injured. That we had to start playing rope holding. That was the first sign that what we're building needs to be the foundation. And I've always said it. We need to build on the defense since we've solidified that. That will always be our foundation. The next season came, we considered just 29 goals in all competitions. Or maybe not all competitions, but we considered 29 goals. Last season we got into the Champions League as well. Quarterfinals knocked out by Bayern Munich. 29 goals, then goes to 24, 25. Now we can see the trend. 24, 25, Gabriel got injured. to the back end of the season and conceded 34 goals. Does that tell you everything you need to know? Look, there's one thing about Arsenal that some fans might not get. We're not trying to make excuses. And if you're trying to make excuses, who gives a fuck? Why are you worried about what rival fans are trying to say to you? You can't be having shame now. Arsenal fans, you can't. I've been through it. Trust me. The time for shame has gone. Be shameless. Do shameless things. You haven't won for 20 years. Why are you still trying to have swagger? You went it's invincible, all well and good. You have not won it since then. As Arsenal fans, we have not won it since then. But I'll watch this thing now, won't I? And I am. But if you come and chat to me that me I should be saying that oh this team is not good, it's a lie. One thing I've had that I've never done is I've never backed this club. I've always been one eye closed. As much as I love them, I've always been. Oh my god! Don't let me really look at that. That's what I used to do. But now I'll look at it like this. I'll look at it. Yes, lose, win, draw. If I disqualify against safe, I'll look at you like this, and I'll take my team and I'll comfort them, like as if they're my children. You people seem to forget that the players are humans. They'll say all these things on social media. Their fans not backing them. We've been through it as a club, emotions. Booing Shaka off. Got stripped of the captaincy. Never got himself again until his final season. Abi? That's how it is, isn't it? Anyway, as I was saying, Arsenal, for the past few seasons that Arteta has been there, one thing that we've built and our foundation has been our defense. We're always going to have to build on that. That's where you start first. We built our defense. We kept on adding to find the right supplements because we found the right ones, which are Saliba and Gabriel. But now we have to find the right supplements. We had Ben White was the perfect supplement. Left back, always a problem. Who did you even play at left back those days, girl? Can't remember who we played at left back before Calafiori. I just can't remember who we played at left back. Was it Zinchenko? Zinchenko, liability. Couldn't get back. Tierney, decent player, injuries. Injuries. We found the perfect supplement for the right, but we didn't find the perfect supplement for the left. 24. We found the perfect supplements for the left. Ricardo Calafiori, injuries. Bam, hits that one too. Let's find another one. Miles Lewis Kelly, academy midfielder coming into left back. Breakthrough season, impressed. Mwah, sweet as a nut. Ben White started having injuries. 24, 23. Signed Julian Timber. Julian Timber ACL. Julian Timber ACL. In his first game of the season, Ben White, I know you're injured, but come and play. We now had to have a foundation of Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Calafiori, Miles Lewis Kelly. Sorry, no, Zinchenko. That was 23, 24. Midfield, we said, okay, now that we have built a little foundation, we can add more to the foundation later. But now, let's look at the plans for the midfield before going to attack. Midfield, who do we have? Odegaard, brilliant world-class midfielder. Joint most goals of a midfielder in a season, 15 goals. Brilliant, Odegaard. Thomas Partey, Declan Rice. Before that, we had Emil Smith Rowe. Injuries. Okay, we have built the midfield. Now let's build the attack. Who do they have? Saka. Only Saka. I don't see anybody else. Martinelli. Brilliant. But Saka. Outlet. Who did you even have as a striker those days? Gabriel Jesus. Trust me, Saka was the only person that used to score goals in that team. Now you've come to a evolution of Arsenal. Look at the team we have now: Timber, Gabriel Saliba, Calafiori, Odegaard, Eze, Declan Rice, Martin Zubimendi, Christian Norgard. Look, man, this team is built. This team is stacked. But what are they stacked on? Defense. The rock that we used to call our defense. See, we built that defense. It didn't spawn. They didn't just become a good partnership. They were chipping goals. We were losing matches. We were winning matches, but we were conceding a lot of goals. God, we were conceding a lot of goals. We chipped 4 to at City, 4-1 in City. I remember we're conceding a lot of goals, but they built themselves. They learned from every mistake. Now, we've had 4 different partnerships this season. When we've struggled to build one in the span of 3 years in a title winning season, and you tell me that that's not affecting this group of players. You've not noticed that in the past few matches, Declan Rice has not been able to go forward how he does. He can't drive with confidence because he doesn't trust what is at the back. Whether it's Timber that we know is a very solid player or it's Nkapi that is a good individual player, it is still a partnership. They still don't know each other like Gabriel and Saliba too. Communication barrier. I don't know whether Jurgen Timber speaks good Spanish. I don't know if Nkapi speaks good English. Hmm? You tell me that will not affect the confidence of the team? I'm not. I'm making whether it's excuses you take it as excuses or you take it as reality. I'm not going to sit here and be bullied into a mindset. You get me? You get me? Look, today was one of those days, and I've told you one thing that I like from this team: the way they respond to adversity. They went to down halftime, came back 1-0. Look, Ateta did nothing wrong today. The only thing I can blame him for is he should start knowing that with a depth that big, with a squad that big, you don't play people based on form. You play these people based on profile. Again, we've seen this so many times this season. We see the loss to Liverpool, we see the draw to City. Don't play for form. Your team is so big that everybody is going to have to play with the games that are coming. You can see what has happened this week now. You see what's happened this week? It's true. You see what's happened this week. And I keep on, I'm a strong, and I think some fans don't see that. We have such a big squad. Don't play on form because there's nothing that form will do to help you. Merino has scored goals, all well and good, yes. But at the end of the day, he has his limitations as a striker. You're going away to Aston Villa, you don't want him to be dropping back because Aston Villa will have the ball. You want somebody that will be up there. I don't care if he's scoring or not scoring. Let him be there. Let him balance out the game. Then let the game be on a balance for either team. But starting with Merino is already starting with a handicap. I love Merino, but it's true. I love Merino. I love Gyökeres. There are some games that I'll say Gyökeres should not start. There are some games I'll say Gyökeres do not start. There are some games I'll tell Merino don't start. There are some games I'll tell Odegaard fuck off, don't start. There are some games I'll tell Izzy start, don't start, get out. And that's the truth. Because you have a big squad doesn't mean that you play everybody on form. Let people try to improve their own profile. This one is different. If Merino says that that's what Gyökeres is doing, that he's getting into this type of games, let me try and add that to my own profile too. Not that Merino is doing this, let me start doing this. No, no, no. You want competition, you can get competition from that. If that's what you want, you can get competition from that. And I'm telling you, if we start playing games based on profile, if we start playing games onto our strengths and not our weaknesses, that's where we start with. We start winning every single game this season. I promise you. And people were talking about handbrake. I didn't see that handbrake against Liverpool. I didn't see that handbrake against City. I saw it as favoritism. And it's not like I'm saying that favoritism against Arteta. I'm saying that favoritism based on form. Don't get what I mean? Based on what has happened that season. Liverpool start easy. I don't care if he's been at that club for 1 week. He has done 2 training sessions. Start easy. You don't need to be starting Merino in that type of setting. What do you want Merino to do away from home? What do you want him to do? I didn't even care whether you could have even started Merino, but don't play two holding midfielders. I don't want to call them defensive. Holding is the better word. There's a difference between attacking and holding. Anybody can be attacking, but naturally they are holding, meaning they carry the ball. An attacking midfielder is somebody that is in zone 14, number 10. A holding midfielder is different. What you needed there was something to balance out the skills. You need a attacking midfielder, not a holding midfielder. You don't get what I mean? That's why Ateta did not make any wrong substitutions this game. Ateta did not make any wrong choices. But the one choice that was made was from the starting 11, and that was playing Merino instead of playing Gyökeres in this type of game. Now you can go to the Emirates and start Merino, all well and good. Against who will start Merino, please. But if you are going away to Man City, why are you starting Merino? Not because of the occasion, but because of why you get what I mean. You might understand, oh, Gyökeres doesn't score good. But I said it in my match reaction. Have you given Gyökeres a chance? Have you given Gyökeres one on one as an Arsenal fan? Except you want to lie to me. Because me, I watch every single match. I'm in front of if you want to know how I watch my matches, if the TV is here, for example, I don't watch it in my room per se. Sometimes I watch it in my room if I don't feel like it. But downstairs there's parlor TV. There's TV in the cabinet. I take a dining table chair and I put it in front of the TV and I watch the match. I don't watch it because I can't see. I don't sit in front of the TV because I can't see. I sit in front of the TV because I want to be able to know the body language of every single player. I want to be able to see where the ball is passed. I want to be able to see every single detail on that football pitch. Whether a bird is taking a shit on the field, I want to see it. Whether Emery was doing jumping jacks in the technical area, I want to see it. If Martinelli is warming up, I want to be able to know who is going to make a change for. And I watch every single game. Do you know what told me that Gyökeres might not be successful at Aston? Maybe this first season is that this team cannot play with a striker. And me, I'm accepting that. But one thing I want you to know is that because we don't play with a striker, doesn't mean we don't need a striker. Not in terms of scoring goals. I don't think Arteta has ever wanted a goal scoring striker. I do not think Arteta has ever wanted a goal scoring striker. I think Arteta just wanted a player that can be a fox in a box, that can have the traits of an out-and-out striker to help the other teammates around him. Because since Aubameyang left, we've had so many opportunities to sign decent strikers. We signed Gabriel Jesus, which, no offense, Gabriel Jesus was good for us, but he wasn't scoring goals for us either. I don't think we can remember Gabriel Jesus as a great goal scorer, but he was a scorer of great goals. If I say that like that, and at the end of the day, he was nearing his end of his Manchester City career, and we just brought him in. You get? He was aging guy. No offense, by the way. I still think he's a very decent player, but he wasn't scoring goals for us. So in that whole time, he has had the opportunity to sign a lot of strikers, and he didn't. Why? Because that's his coaching style. So now that one striker has come in, doesn't mean the same thing for Eberici Eze. I'm sorry, I don't understand people. What do you think you're going to get? I've seen Eze play so many times, maybe because I watch football a lot, but I don't think Arsenal fans really understand the profile of Eberici Eze. Eze will not come and do all the guy. He will never do that because he won't change the way he plays. Odegaard is a proper cage footballer. That's how you know. I say Odegaard. Eze is a probably cage footballer. He play football in cages and you can tell it because he is ready for those moments. He's ready to drop the shoulder and you all of a sudden you find yourself on the floor, all of a sudden the ball is in the back of the net. In one split second. Or he's ready to just dink one massive ball over the top and all of a sudden you're 1-0 down. You might not know it, you might not see it, you might not necessarily be glaring to you. Who does that remind me of? Mr. Ozil. also carries himself in the football matches. You might not know when he touched the ball, all of a sudden Giroud is through on goal and he scores. What? How did he do that one? So you can't compare Eze to Odegaard. And today, I saw the Odegaard I knew. That's another agenda that I don't understand. The first one was the mechanic. I've cleared that one. The other agenda that I don't understand is what is this Odegaard agenda? Let's pull up form up. Because you guys will always never cease to amaze me. I can't really lie. What is this Odegaard agenda? Am I missing something? Because if I check, it's one of the highest rated from that match. Let's check it then. Let's check it then. Let's check it then. Okay, this is it. Odegaard 7.3 behind Declan Rice as always and Bukayo Saka. So what exactly with every other person on orange, Odegaard was the only person on green, the few on green from that match. And somebody is telling me that Odegaard plays shit. I watched that match. Odegaard was okay. The reason why I will not go ahead to say, oh my god, because I still sense some limitations from his injury. I think he needs to get a run of games. That's why I'll play him against Bruges as well. That preview will come later. Game was on Wednesday. I don't know why it's not on Tuesday. Why can't we play on Tuesday? I don't understand. Who is doing if we're going to play on Saturday nights, let's play on Tuesday now. Anyways, that's another thing. I thought we were playing on Tuesday. But anyways, as I was saying, Odegaard gets the ball. He gets the ball and he carries the ball. People will look at his play and be telling me that Odegaard doesn't. Odegaard is one of the most intelligent players on that pitch today. I'll tell you that here and now. And I've not been a fan of what Odegaard has been doing for the past few um months, but I think so many things in his life has happened, so I don't think we can really put any finger on him or lay anything. You get what I mean? Odegaard was one of the best players on the pitch for Arsenal today. Whether you like it or not, drink it in. So your agenda will not agenda. Say, I know you hate Odegaard, but me, I don't hate him. I do. I love every player in this squad equally. Odegaard was good in this game. Carried the ball well. For the goal, he's the one that passed the ball to Saka. Saka scored it. Gyökeres took everybody with him. Open space for Trossard. Go. You missed that, Abby. You missed. You. That's the thing. You don't watch. You don't watch the game. You don't watch the game. You people miss that one. Gyökeres took everybody. You saw Gyökeres running. They followed him into the goalpost. Trossard had free space. Shoot and score. Sweet as a note. You don't watch the game. You don't. You are not a fan of the game. If you don't see that moment, you're not a fan of the game. So when the ball goes in, I'll celebrate it, but I'll also look at how the ball is going in. I'll follow the ball and enter. Even I will respect all of the goalposts to see how the goalpost is looking. I will see whether Martinez had Vaseline by his post. But all that aside, that's the truth. Odegaard played well. I hope to see. And one thing I really saw. Do you know why I say Odegaard played? In fact, it's not played good. He played well. One of the best players on the yes, well. Do you know why I say that? Because I saw what I've not seen for a while from Odegaard. His shooting is back. For a while after his injury, he stopped shooting. Maybe that injury to his ankle, so he doesn't like to exert. But I think now he has the confidence. You all forget we could have won that game if not for a massive stop from Emi Martinez. It was Odegaard was bending it into that far corner, top left, top right. It was bending inside Emi Martinez fingertips. You forget that, huh? That is shit. Anyways, what other agenda? I don't know any other agenda. The Gyökeres one. I don't know why people hate Gyökeres. If we had Sesko and Sesko was doing the same thing, will you really be talking? Will you be talking like that? Or if we got a Kitike? So we got who we got now. What do you now want to do about it? You want to write another petition, but you don't write petition for the thing that you actually need to write petition for. And all day. Hmm? Petition no to Madueke, but now we're having injury crisis. You don't know how to write petition again. Hmm? The fuck, yeah. I'm not. I say. I don't get me wrong. I don't have it in for the fans, but I saw one cry. I don't know. Let me try and check it. I saw a crash out on X, and I was like, this just solidified everything that I need to know about Arsenal fans. I know it's just one fan, but it's not the first fan I see. That's the thing. The person's not the first fan I've seen doing that type of thing. I just saw a breaking. I just saw a breaking news. Oh my god, it's popping up 38 minutes ago. Fabrizio Romano, Mo Salah. It's not acceptable for me. I don't know why this is happening for me. I don't get it. I've done so much for this club. I don't have to go every day fighting for my position because I earned it. I'm not bigger than anyone. Interesting. We'll go back to that later. But what I wanted to show you is uh, um this particular tweet that I saw from an Arsenal fan. Um, this I'm going to take like I don't want to I want to show the name. Look at it. I don't know if you can see it, but basically it was like um I don't think I can show it. League over spineless fucking. Okay, let me screenshot it and crop it away. Okay, this is it. If you can see it. League over, spineless fucking team. Every year, same fucking shit. Every year, same fucking shit. Fuck the lot of them. Fuck time, and whatever. And it just showed me everything I need to know and everything I have confirmed. But you see, for me, I don't like going out to banter my fellow fans. But the thing is that we have to be realistic. You can't be having shame when you've not won the league in 20 years and you're going for it and you've missed out on it 3 years in a row. You can't have shame now. So do the shameless, bro. Have you not seen Manchester United fans? They have accepted their shit and they have never even been in it as long as we have. Their own problem started in was it 2016 with Van Gaal. So, anyways, what was the next? My next point was the game in general. I think let's look at the game. I don't. Is there any other agenda? I don't think there. I think there are a lot of things about the game. Let's go to the game. Let's go to Footmob and see what Footmob was saying about the game, stats and all that. Where do I get stats? Okay, stats. Right here. Okay, everything that I want to know is is going to be, you know, let's put myself up there. Okay, so we start at. Let me use this one. Coming. Okay, are we good? Okay, yeah. So the stats for the game. And I want to go back to something I said in my match review preview was that I think that being clinical, we need to improve on that, and I think we'll see this in this stats. By the way, you look at the possession. We had 53% possession, 1.9, basically two expected goals. So in the balance of everything, considering the expected goals, I think we should have had a draw. I think the game says it should be a draw, but football is not on paper. We play it on the field. But if you look at it, we both had 15 shots. But we had 9 shots on target. We had 4 big chances. So that means we had 4 chances to take the game. That was Saka. Saka won. I think one was I can't remember, but I know the Saka one. One was Odegaard, I think. That Odegaard shot. But I think those are two I can remember. But we missed 3 of the 4 big chances. 3 of the 4 big chances. And that's exactly what I said in my preview. It's going to be a very, very, very physical midfield battle. But the key is that if you get your chances, you have to be clinical. Any single chance you get. I think there's one Saka chance from the corner. I think it needs to be finishing teams. And that's one thing that I've had problem with in this squad. And I'm not always going to be backing the team like blindly. I'm also going to state the facts of things that I see as well. I think we need to be fucking teams up. I don't know whether it's a energy thing or not wanting to exert much energy, but I think there are sometimes you need to go into that third gear or fourth gear or fifth gear, as people say. You need to go in that. As soon as we got that Trossard equalizer, it seems like we just went into a shell, trying to catch them on the counter. But that's not going to work if you want to win away from home. You have to be clinical. And unfortunately, we went and we got punished. But that is aside, I think we need to improve on that part of our game, that clinicality, that edge in front of goal. And I think the main problem for that is lack of attacking synergy. I think we need to identify the front three that is a front three. I don't know if you get what I mean. I think each player needs to know and play to their strengths, and that goes for the whole team. And that's where the talk of stability comes in. You see, as much as you talk about squad depth, that's what it is, squad depth. I know midweek some people were calling for Norgard to play, and I'm like, I don't know. I'll still have started Rice. And you see what happened in that Brentford game. We didn't play as well as we should have, but we later won. But at the end of the day, if you look at it, imagine you now played maybe like um what's his name? Norgard in that type of game. I know he's a good player, but it's all about stability. How well has he played with the team, and how well has the team played with him? You get a lot of opportunities for matches, top type of fringe matches too. You have Kairat in the Champions League. Some people are saying Waneri is not playing, Luis Kelly is not playing. They will play. Look, they will play. Everybody will play. That's one thing I'm convinced about. But the key thing is that you need to know your first team. Maybe two changes, two people that can come in and out of the team. That's okay. But you need to know your first team. And the way that the team has been, it's like being kicked in the balls. I don't know if you're a guy, you can understand. Like being kicked in the balls. You lose your stability. You almost like fall to the ground. That's exactly what it's like. Exactly what it's like. So the kick to the balls now is losing Gabriel and Saliba perfectly, two of them. Now you have to bring in Mosquera. All of a sudden, you're now punched in the face. Mosquera is gone. It's now in capping. You now have to bring Timber that has been playing right back as now has to adjust his own dynamics. Saka now has to adjust his own dynamics to play with Ben White again. And the whole team has to adjust to Timber playing at centre back. You get so so many destabilizing effects after you have gained stability with the way you've played, and so that those things are factors as well. You get what I mean? You know, we had a lot of passes, accurate passes. We did this. If you look at this game, we don't deserve to lose. Even defending, I commend the defense. 20 tackles, 11 interceptions, 7 blocks. So decent. It was a very good game. It was a very good game, and we didn't deserve to lose. But that's how football is. That's how football is. I want to look at Declan Rice. What was Declan Rice's stats? 1 shot on target, 84 touches, 2 touches in opposition box. You can see 2 touches in opposition box for Declan Rice. Just 2 touches in the opposition box for Declan Rice. If I talk about Declan Rice, this guy is marauding box to box, passing to ah. He won all of his aerial duels. He won more than half of his ground duels. Very decent game. Let's look at Martin Odegaard's stats as well. You know, accurate passes. Almost all of his passes were accurate, so nobody can say that he gave away the ball like that. Three chances created, by the way. What? and you're telling me that he did not play well. 10 defensive contributions. 10 defensive contributions. Now, three shots on target. All of his shots were on target. 80 touches. Three touches in the opposition box. 80 touches. Do you know how crazy that is? Maybe he could work on his dribbling. Nine passes into the final third. Come on. Nine passes into the final third. Accurate long balls, more than half. Oh, sorry, half. Only dispossessed two times. Maybe he could work on his strength a bit, but he's coming back from injury, so I know that. Let's look at Bukayo Saka's stats. His accurate passes were okay too. Shots on target too. Dribbling. But you could see from those Odegaard stats. You could see those Odegaard stats now. Come on, 9% into the final third? Come on, man. But yeah, let's go back to that's what I just wanted to see. Let's go back to our big talking screen. But yeah, see, the season is not over. City won at Sunday. City won. Sunderland lost at City. 2 points behind. Chelsea dropped points. Liverpool dropped points. Villa are 3 points behind us. Even if they win, I think we play ahead of them on Saturday. We're playing Wolves. I'll do the Bruges preview, but if I were Arteta, I'm just going to rest a lot of players. If I can, I'll rest the whole squad. I know that's a lot, but I think I can. I think we need to do this. I don't know. There's a manager that used to do that. Sacrifice one competition for another. But in this case, not sacrificing. We've done all we need to do. We've beat Bayern. We are top of the league essentially. So I think we only need at least a draw again because other big teams still have to play each other. So in technicality, we should be qualified. We should be qualified. I think the higher you finish is better, but at the end of the day, we should still be able to qualify in that higher half of the eight. That top four. We should be able to qualify in that top four at least. So I think we can afford just switch everything up against Bruges. Let some players get rest, But if you look at I don't want to give my prediction too early, but you can swap it. Mali Salmon can come in, play Mali Salmon instead of Timber at centre back. You can play Ben White because he needs a lot of game match fitness. You get what I mean? Because he just came in 2 games ago, so you can give Ben White a run out. You can remove Timber, put Mali Salmon. If I look at Nkapie, Nkapie, that's very interesting. I think you have to play Nkapie. I think you have to play Nkapie. Nkapie will have to play. You bring Luis Kelly in, or maybe give Calafiori 2 game rest. He's going to miss the match against Wolves, so I think you have to bring Luis Kelly in, or you play Calafiori and then let Luis Kelly play have full rest for Wolves. Anyway, anyway you want to do it, sha. You bring in Eze, let him get some more games. You also play Odegaard, let him get some more games. You can bring in Norgard, you can bring in I know I'm doing my predicted level but now, but I just want to show you the amount of risk that I want players to have. You can bring in Noni, you can bring in Trossard to get some match fitness, but I don't think now we don't need that. Maybe just play Martinez. Then bring in Gokeres. Simple. Let those players get some game. In fact, if you ever want to do it, you bring in Waneri for Odegaard. No, Waneri for Easy. Let Waneri and Odegaard play together. That's the thing. Or you play Madueke on the left, bring in Waneri on the right. But anyways, we just need to rest. I think they are very exhausted as well because the way that they are playing, it just seems like they just can't. Their legs, they're trying to do it. Their mind is trying to do it, but the body and the mind is very very complicated relationship. But yeah, man, I back this team. Come on. I think we can win it. I think we can win everything in our sights. But let's take it game by game. The season will never be won with a 10 points gap. There's no permutation saying that if you can get a 7 point gap on a team, you have won the league. There's nothing like that. But yeah, good news on every front as well. Liverpool drop points, Chelsea drop points. Um, Arsenal women won against Liverpool women 2-1. Stina Black Stenias. Stina Black Stenias. But yeah, some other fans might be disappointed. I'm disappointed as well, but I can't be. We have well, the result has passed. we've lost. What can I do about it? We've played so well this season. I'm not going to let it lose. If we played bad, maybe the only thing that's worrying me is some recent away form. But then I look at it like the Sunderland draw. I mean, it could happen. But then Chelsea again, you saw the injuries. You know, a lot of play. I think the Sunderland injuries also caught up with us, not defensively but attackingly, because we couldn't go forward as much as we wanted to because a lot of players were tired. And we didn't have the correct substitutions. But I think attacking we've improved, but defensively we've gone. So it's like one in, one out type of thing. But I think our way form should improve. It should definitely improve. I think we have Wolves. Then I think who do we have? It should be Wolves. Then maybe like Wolves, then Everton, then Palace in the EFL Cup, and then Brighton. So this is a lot of easy games. Then we meet Aston Villa again in 2 weeks actually. We meet Aston Villa again in 2 weeks. This is a very decent ton of games. No, 3 weeks actually. No, it's 3 weeks. We meet Aston Villa again in 3 weeks at home. We play Wolves next. We have two. Whoa, we have two 9 p.m. kickoffs or 8 p.m. kickoffs in Premier League, both on Saturdays, this Saturday and next Saturday. 9 p.m. against Wolves at home, and then 9 p.m. against Everton away. Then Crystal Palace 9 p.m. 8 p.m. so as well in the AFL Cup. Then we go back to normal. Oh, that that Aston Villa game is also at 9 p.m. you know, a crazy run of games, but come on. They are very good set of games for us, anyways. So I'm really looking forward to if we can just be in and around that position. Even if we lose the first position, if we can be in and around that spot, those positions, trust me, you know, we just need a lot of injury boosts. I think Havertz should be back soon, hopefully. That's the thing. I don't know whether I can tweet about, but we need that injury in position, and we need it fast. But for yeah, this has been a chill stream. I just needed to get a lot of thoughts out there. That's why I did it. I normally just do these streams for the previews. But I just thought today maybe because we lost but I wanted to just get a lot because I can't remember a lot immediately after the match. But I'm just trying to recall some moments from the match and some agenda and controversy that I've seen online from fans. But yeah, going into 1 hour now. It's been a good few minutes talking about Arsenal again. And Arsenal fans, just be calm. Keep calm and believe. You have nothing else to lose again. Because you don't have anything to keep you don't have anything to keep, so you don't have anything to lose. Get you are not defending champions, you are not this, you are not that. You've come second 3 years in a row. You've come so close. So why not just be back in the team? What else could happen? You get like Tottenham. They almost got relegated last season. Anything for them now is better. You get so that's how football is. That's the Premier League is never be easy. But yeah, I'll be here on the match is on Wednesday, so my match preview will probably come out on Monday. We have the F1 Championship decider. Come on, Lando. Lando, you can do it. I'll be watching that tomorrow because that's a shit Sunday for the Premier League, by the way. Palace and I think Palace, is it Brighton? I don't even know which team are playing. Some shit teams are playing as well, you know. But yeah, but that's by the way. I won't be watching Premier League tomorrow. I'll take a break for football for a while. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. The preview for I might not do it live. If I feel like if I have enough time to do it live, I will. But I don't think I really need to do it live. It will come out in the night of I might just record it. Or if not, I'll do it live. Depends on what I'm doing on Monday. To come out on the night of Monday if I'm recording. Or if not, it'll be a live in the night on Monday. Then the predicted 11 come out on Tuesday for the match on Wednesday night in Belgium against Club Brugge. Brugge is in Belgium, right? I'm definitely sure Brugge is in Belgium. Yeah, it's in Belgium. I know my football now. Ball knowledge choke, bro. But yeah, Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 1. Second loss of the season in all competitions. But what we need to do now, rest, recover. We'll go again in Champions League and then we go and meet. We go Wolves. We entertain Wolves at the Emirates, at the carpet. And hopefully we'll get a win. And, it's what was Man City's next game? Man City. I know they're playing. They are playing Real Madrid on Wednesday. They're playing Real Madrid and then they are playing Crystal Palace. I don't fancy Crystal Palace again because of all of these their midweek games. But hopefully they don't have to travel and they don't have to accept. I don't know what Crystal Palace next game in the Conference League. I hope it's not a hard game so they can be able to. Oh, they're playing Fulham tomorrow. Sorry, they are playing a team called Shelbourne. Shelbourne. Who Shelbourne is top is Ireland. So they are going to Ireland to play Shelbourne. They are down bad in the Conference League as well. They're 18th in the Conference League, but the team that they are going to play is 34th in the um in the Conference League. So hopefully they don't exert themselves too much on that Thursday, and they can play City and give City some problems on Sunday. But that's by the way. That's by the way. That's by the way. But anyways, thank you for watching this live. I hope you really enjoyed it. I'm going to edit the part out of the to post it as a VOD. But yeah, come on, you Gunners. Hopefully we bounce back from this and it's just a blip. Come on, Gunners.